Hello and welcome back to another episode on Biff's patron server. I'm eenofonn and this is Biffacraft. I'm standing in a great big hole. You can kind of see the size of the thing if I do that. And we're going to be working on a little bit of a kind of silly, kind of cool project today. I've got this crazy idea to build a giant furnace. And so I've been playing around with an idea for designing that and finally came up with a design that I liked. So let's get started. As you can see, I have not finished the build, but I am working on it. I've got the top and most of the sides done, and we just need to do the front. But why am I doing the full 3D structure? Well, I may or may not tear all this stuff down. And if I do, then I want it to be there, and it's kind of also got to do with part of my idea for what we're going to be doing with this. We're actually going to make it into a functional giant furnace. So it'll be a super smelter of sorts that will have an indicator when it's actually smelting like the regular furnace does. So let me just take a peek at my thing here, and then we can get building the front of it. Excuse me. So we're going to need some cyan, clay, and some diorite for the bottom. So we're going to do that, and that. Yeah, it'll be this all the way over, except for the last two. And this is actually my own design that I came up with after looking at a bunch of other designs and deciding that I didn't like them. So I'm pretty sure this one actually goes all the way up. And then we can do another one of these, and then there's going to be a gap there, and then we're going to go over like this, leave the last one empty, and then we're going to do two more diorite. Then we'll go up another layer, and we're going to leave those two more empty. Yep, because I don't have the item that goes there. And then see, I believe that is actually, well, hold on just a second, I need to look at something. Alright, so I got my reference up, and sure enough, so this guy here is as high as that goes, but in the middle, there's going to be, let's take that guy up one, let's grab this, and then that goes over all the way to there. Yep. Okay, and then, ooh, we forgot our andesite. And this is in this resource pack, so I'm not entirely sure if this would look really good in other resource packs. And since I'm going to be using maybe lava or flaming netherrack, I wanted to be able to make it out of non-flammable materials, so that's why I tried to go with the stone for most everything. So this guy needs to be... No. Yeah, that one. Needs to be 3 high. And then we're going to put a andesite on top of it. And then next to that andesite... Oops, next to the andesite, we're going to put a cyan clay with another andesite on top of it. And then there will be 2 more cyan clays with another andesite on top. And then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then it'll go like that. And 2 of these guys. And then 1 of those. 1 of those. So you can kind of see the mouth of the furnace is starting to get made there. And this is actually going to be open with a little bit of a surprise back behind. So let's, I think the rest of this is all diorite. Yep. So let's get that all filled in. Yep. And let's just make a couple blocks to stand on. I don't typically build on camera, so I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. So let's go like that. Alright, let's take a step back and look at this. And munch on our pork chop a little bit. Okay, so yep, that's right. That's right, that's right. That's right, and that's right. Alrighty. And then we need to be up on the next layer using the cobblestone. Okay, so we're going to do 1 solid layer of cobblestone. And I went with the cobblestone because it's darker than the diorite, and it also gives it a little bit more of the texture. So on each side then, we can actually just fill it all the way up with cobblestone. 2 wide. Just like that. Yep. And then we're going to make that guy. Then another andesite. And then we're going to switch to diorite. We're going to make kind of a funky little L shape. Like that. And then let's put that there. Oh no, we need to do, there's going to be a gap here. Oops. You do not belong there. Okay, so a gap there. Then these guys along here, but not on top of that. And that goes up 3. Then we got another cobblestone, and then another one of these. And he's got a cobblestone on top of him. And then that comes over like that. And then we've got cobble. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and then this is all empty. Yep. Okay, so then we're gonna need to, I'm gonna do these on the outside because we need to get up here. So we just need to fill in the rest of this with cobble, I believe. Alright. Okay, get ready to jump. 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, we didn't get the water. Oh, and then I left some on the front. Dang it. Alright, so let's get up here and let's remove these guys. And then I suppose we should just pillar back up and get these guys out of the way. Alright. Then let's get back over here. Oh, if you're wondering what this thing is, I don't remember how the conversation came up, but this is supposed to be a butt made out of dirt. Leosar came by. And actually, we could probably get a good vantage point from up there. So, let's see. We'd throw that right there. Yep, we can get up here. Okay, so, and it is nighttime, and there's more than just me on the server, so probably can't sleep to change it tonight. The top will actually have, like, some coal blocks back behind it to make it dark. That might be a fire problem. I don't know. We'll think about that. I did use wool around the top, so I think we're going to be okay on the whole fire thing. And then down here, there's going to be a little bit of a special thing. I've been trying to come up with a smelter design, though, and I've been running into all sorts of weird issues with, like, hoppers timing, and it's been driving me nuts. Excuse me. So let's put most of those away. Let's put that one, that one, that one. And then we need to grab some glass, gray stained glass. And we've got some obsidian. Yeah, let's get some coal blocks. And then we will do kind of the main inside part. So up here, let's get us a little bit of scaffolding going on. That was weird. So right here is all going to be gray stained glass. And then right behind that gray stained glass is going to be coal blocks. So anywhere. And the glass is just there to keep it flush and kind of darken it just a little tiny bit. Let's remove these guys. And I kind of just came up with that on my own, so if it's a totally horrible idea, I'm sorry, but I kind of like the way that it looks, and yeah, it's kind of my build style. So that is all covered up. Let's go take a peek at that. I like this running away and looking. Yeah, that looks better. And then back here, this is all going to be glass. Oops. Silk touch. Let's put all that right there. And let's leave ourselves a spot to get in on that other side. But this is all going to be glass as well. And this will make a lot more sense here in a minute. Although I'm not sure how I'm going to do this part. So we're going to do dirt right here for now. And it'll even be right there. Yep. And then it will be obsidian time. So anywhere that the dirt is gets obsidian behind it. And all the way. Let's see, can we get up? Oops. All the way around it. So, oh, those ones I can place like that. Let's grab this stuff real quick. Okay. And so this is to darken it up as well as maintain the fire or lava or whatever that I'm going to use to make the fire effect. But when we get that all closed up, that should all be dark. And I don't know why I didn't just do that to begin with and not even mess with the glass. But that's what we're doing. So right there. Oh, let's put the dye right back. Excusez-moi. Alright. Get ready for it and the reveal. That sort of looks like a furnace. A little bit. Maybe I was using black stained glass now that I think about it. So I may switch that out at some point. Let's go up here and take a peek. Oh, there's an easier way up here. Okay, so yeah. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? What do you think? Does it look like a furnace? Whoa! Jumping the wrong direction. Does that look like a furnace? I think it looks like a furnace. It's not nearly as awesome as some of the stuff that I've seen, but most of them were made out of wool or didn't really work in this texture pack. You know what? Let's go grab an actual furnace and compare it. So I got a furnace, and let's stick it right there on top of that torch. And then let's probably make some like dirt path back a little bit so we can gander at it and see both of them. Now that didn't work very good. There you go. That kind of works. So you can see it is a little lighter on the bottom and a little darker on the top. And then there's lighter spots around the rim, I guess you'd call it. And then this is completely different than the default texture for the furnace, but I think that's fairly close. And then I'm going to go grab some lava buckets. Let's go ahead and tear down the butt. I think it's been here long enough. It was pretty awesome, but who needs a floaty butt when they've got a real butt, I guess. But eenofonn, you just said butt. Yes, we all have one. It's okay. Just get over it. Let's go over here. Take out the rest of the butt. Okay, I'm going to deal with this, and then I'm going to go grab some lava buckets, and I'm going to show you what I have in mind. Alright, we are back. And I did replace all this with black glass. So that's been taken care of. And I've got some netherrack that we can use. Get out of there. To kind of get up here. So the idea is that when this thing turns on, that there's going to be dispensers probably that fire off the lava. And then you will get something like this. Let's go back here. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's something. Oh, I figured that trying to turn on a ton of netherrack and manage the dispensers with the flints and steels and everything could prove to be troublesome, especially after some time. And lava will flow down quite nicely right there. So I think it looks okay. Let's see if we can get a... There we go. Yeah, so I quite like it. It's not the nicest thing I've ever built, but it's kind of cool. Alrighty, so I just hopped back on the server and was told that I need to go into my area with my bed. What? Oh my... Oh my goodness! Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I had a dream that Leah found my drumsticks that I had placed somewhere. I used to play the drums and I haven't played in years, and yeah, here they are. Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you, Leah. So look what we've got over here. We've got a furnace. Yeah, you already know that. But did you know that I did all of this? So there's 2 furnace arrays that have 8 furnaces in each, and there's all sorts of redstone wiring that keeps it working properly. This override the override wiring comes down here and turns off these distribution systems, I guess I'm going to call them. So there's one for these smeltable items, or things that you can cook or whatever. And then there's a different one that comes down here and goes across that is for the fuel systems. So basically what happens is if there's nothing coming out of the chest, it just overrides these so it can finish fueling, and doesn't lock these hoppers, so that if there's a ton of items in the system, it'll just continue working until it's all done. And then over here, we have a comparator coming out of the last hopper that's feeding the chest, and this will tell us when the system is running. So it pulls from behind that block into the comparator, and then it runs this circuit into here, which starts this clock. This is all kind of mine and Leah's design, all mixed together into one big mess. But she's been very helpful with all of my problems that I kept running into. So basically, as long as this clock is running, the lava will continue to flow. But as soon as this is done, and it doesn't send a signal anymore, then this will turn off, and the lava will get shut off. So I went and grabbed a bunch of fish. I actually have way more than this, but I'm not going to do a whole run like that. And this will need to get cleaned up at some point in time, and I may even move the inputs, but for the time being, it's going to be the items to be cooked, and then the fuel, and then the output down here. So let's go ahead and toss. Let's see, we've got, just so we have an idea what we're doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stacks of fish. And this is a trap chest. It was actually like one of the dumb moments of the whole build, was to use a trap chest to lock it so the comparator had enough time to turn off the system. Anyways, long story. And it was one of those things like, why didn't we think of that? So those are in there, and there is a bit of a delay for when that comes on. Like, I think we can actually see some items come through first. Here they come. They come in 16 at a time. So you'll see it goes all the way up to 16. And then it moves on to the next set. So when it's running at full speed, it's pretty quick. It's 16 times faster than a regular furnace. So, yeah, and you can see the lava indicator is on. So, I am going to just let this run until it's done, and I'll catch you back when it turns off the lava flow. So I just came over here to check it, and it's just finished up 5 stacks. So it's going to be 5 1/4. So here pretty soon, it will be done, and it will be turning off the system. So let's catch that in action. I would like it to be a little bit faster, but I haven't tweaked it enough. Or I haven't felt like tweaking it after all the work that's gone into building it. I went through probably 8 or 9 different designs trying to get it all set up, and I had to go mine for iron in the middle of everything, and yeah, there's a lot of iron in all those hoppers. But I think it's kind of worth it. I think I am going to dig out all this stuff around it, and I was joking with Leah about putting a giant hopper on the top of it. I think that might be rather funny. So any minute now, any second, it should be turning off that lava. And I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. It's just one of those things where it's like your little baby where you went, oh, well, oh, there it goes. You go, oh, this would be really cool. And then to see it go all the way from just an idea in my head. And I almost gave up on it because I couldn't come up with a design for the furnace that I liked and all this other stuff. And it's all culminated into this project that's finally worked out. And you see over here, we get our 6 stacks of fish. So I did a bunch of smelting of items for people just to test it out and make sure that it was working. And then I cooked up a bunch of fish and went and dropped it off at like the free food spots when you first join the server. So yeah, and then there was a little clip where I found this. It's a drum set that Leah built for me, and I got a really big kick out of that. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. It's been a long time coming, getting this all recorded and set up and designing it and everything, and yeah, it took way longer than I expected. So I want to get this out to you and get some ideas going for our next episode. So I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching and all that good stuff. Okay, bye-bye.